Hello everyone, and a very good morning to all of you, and welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep, the most comprehensive preparation app for all exams. So as we all know, from Monday to Thursday, 11 a.m. in the morning, we come up with the Hindu analysis. Today is 1st April, that is Monday, and we are here with the Hindu analysis of 1st April. Okay, so the first article we are talking about is this: democracy is in danger, warns India bloc leaders at massive rally in Delhi. So this is slightly political article, so we will not be going very much in detail. So go and read it. I hope you are aware India is an alliance of opposition parties. Okay, so they had in Delhi Ram Leela Maidan, they had actually did a rally and all, where actually all the almost many of the opposition leaders were present. Okay. So they gave some speech and all. So we are not going in detail because from exam point of view, this might not be important. But if you are interested, you can read it. Okay. So एक साइड में आर्टिकल थी, a record 60 traditional products were given GI tag, geographical indicator tag, right? We'll be discussing this in page number 12. ठीक है, ये discuss करेंगे. But before that, there is a question for you. That when we talk about geographical indicator tag, so which ministry actually provides this GI tag? Ministry of Information Broadcasting, Ministry of Home Affairs, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. What is the right answer to this question? बताइए कौन से मिनिस्ट्री जीआई टैग प्रोवाइड करती है, आपको बताना है. What is the right answer? And this is important because GI tag comes in the news. अच्छा, एक और आंसर बताने की फर्स्ट जीआई टैग किसको दिया गया था? Which product was the first to get GI tag? So here the right answer is Ministry of Commerce and Industry. D is the right answer. ठीक है. तो अगर आप जाओगे तो लिखा हुआ है इनकी वेबसाइट पे, geographical indication of goods are defined as the aspects of industrial property which refers to the geographical indication referring to a country or a place situated therein as being the country or place of the origin, है ना. यानी geographical indicator एक geography को represent करता है कि अगर ये product जो है वो इस geographical region से आया है. That's the idea. So it reflects that this product has come from this particular geographical location. Okay. And आप देखोगे Office of Controller General of Patents, Design and Trademarks, Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Yes, D is the right answer. The first is the Darjeeling tea. Yes, Ranvijay, very good. So first GI tag was given to Darjeeling tea. Anna, Darjeeling, you will find it in the state of West Bengal. So D is the right answer. ठीक है. So एक और फर्स्ट पेज में आर्टिकल है talking about कच्छा तीबू आइलैंड. तो this is also, I mean, the politics have started. We are not going in that detail, but yes, factual कुछ चीजें पता होना चाहिए because कच्छा तीबू island is in the news. So where do you find कच्छा तीबू island? Near Sar Creek in Gujarat, near Park Strait between India and Sri Lanka, an island near India and Bangladesh border, once an island of Andaman and Nicobar. So कच्छा तीबू island is in news. So this you will find it where? What is the right answer? The right answer is option B, near Park Strait between India and Sri Lanka. So B is the right answer to this question. देखो, this is India, this is Sri Lanka. बीच में जो ये वाला रास्ता उसको ना Park Strait कहते हैं ना. So B is the right answer. ठीक है. Okay. तो यहाँ पर कच्छा तीबू आइलैंड है. So what happened was, we are not going in that detail, but in 1974 the Indian government actually gave this island to Sri Lanka. So why this is considered as important? Because कई बार क्या होता है, fishermen go, I mean, if this island would have been with us, then perhaps fishing would have been easy. Fishing में आसानी होती है, not. That is what you should be knowing it. So Prime Minister Modi on Sunday came down heavily on the Congress and all for giving Kachha Tibu Island by the then Indira Gandhi Committee in 1974 to Sri Lanka and all. Okay, so this because RTI was filed by someone, by the Tamil Nadu BJP chief, and that is what the response has got. Okay, so in 1974 this was given, this island was given and all to Sri Lanka and all. ठीक है, तो ये न्यूज़ में earlier it was called as Ceylon, the old name of Sri Lanka is Ceylon and all. ठीक है, okay. and यहाँ पर है, this is Kachha Tibu Island. Now it is part of Sri Lanka. देखो एक और आर्टिकल है पेज नंबर 4 में, आर्मी is cranking up efforts to boost infrastructure connectivity along LAC line of actual control in अरुणाचल प्रदेश, है ना. देखो किबीतू बेकरी है ना. So किबीतू where do you find? तो यहाँ पे तो ईस्टर्न मोस्ट पोर्शन ऑफ इंडिया को किबीतू है, ठीक है, ईस्टर्न मोस्ट सिटी, ये अरुणाचल प्रदेश है ना. दिस इज अरुणाचल एंड हियर यू विल फाइंड की B2. ठीक है, ठीक है. Okay, now this is a question. The border between India and China in Arunachal Pradesh is known as what? Radcliffe Line, McMahon Line, Duran Line, Medicine Line. So these things we have taught in our paid classes. बताइए, इंडिया और चाइना के बीच जो बॉर्डर है अरुणाचल प्रदेश में, उसको क्या कहते हैं? What is that called? Yes, the right answer is McMahon Line. B is the right answer to this question. ठीक है, तो अब आप देखिएगा, हाँ ये वाला है, इसको हम लोग मैकमोहन लाइन कहते हैं. It's called as McMahon line. Okay, so right answer is B. Yes, Ran Vijay, Sanjay, you all were right. Alia Kausar. Yes. What is the length of LAC? ये पूछा हुआ CLAT previous year question है, ये 2022 में पूछा था ना. Length of line of actual control 3488 km, 3148 km, 2798 km, 2438 km. What is the right answer? क्या सी जवाब? Length of line of actual control. Yes, 3488 km. A is the right answer. Yes, Alia Kausar, you are right. है ना, line of actual control है ना, consider LAC. अब देखो क्या है कि यही क्वेश्चन आया था, तो जो LAC जो ना पूरा इसको यहाँ पे और ये वाला मैकमोहन लाइन इंक्लूड करके टोटल जो इंडिया चाइना बॉर्डर उसको LAC कहते हैं, which is actually 3488 km. So this was asked in the exam. Okay, ठीक है. Okay. Yes, just before moving on, there's a small announcement. From 12th April to 21st April, we'll be having an all India open mock for MHCT 2024. So do attempt it. Download our app, go to CAT MPS section, and you will get the chance to attempt this. And yes, there's a button for talk to our counselor. Click there, and you will get to know more about this, our courses. And ये 2025 का course है. 380 plus hours of live session, 300 plus recorded videos, etc. there. And this is the 2024 test series. Now the next one is editorial. The art of India's HIV/AIDS response. आर्ट यहाँ पर एंटी रेट्रोवायरल थेरेपी की बात कर रहे हैं, एंटी रेट्रोवायरल थेरेपी. सो दिस इज अ सॉर्ट ऑफ अ थेरेपी against AIDS disease or HIV, one who is afflicted with HIV virus. HIV, you understand? I hope you are aware, human immunodeficiency virus. So it actually reduces the CD4 cell count, है ना. CD4 cell एक तरह का white blood cell होता है. And I hope you are aware, white blood cell is responsible for fighting and for acting for immunity, है ना, for fighting external agents or external pathogen. So that is why if someone is affected with HIV or AIDS, the person's immunity is very weak. So if any other disease attacks, the person will actually become a victim of that and all. So that's the idea. Agar if the CD4 cell count is less than 200 है ना, per centimeter cube या per milliliter, then it is considered as AIDS and all. So these are the things. तो आज जो author जो बात कर रहे हैं, why the author is talking about this? Because 1st April marks almost 20 years. Because 1st April 2004 को the government has launched free antiretroviral therapy. तो ART जो टेस्ट है ना, antiretroviral therapy, समझो एक तरह का इलाज है for AIDS, the one who is affected with HIV or AIDS. For them, it's a solution, or you can say therapy. And free provide किया गया 1st April 2004 को. So we have completed 20 years. And this decision has proven one of the successful and key intervention in the fight against HIV. So ये बहुत important था HIV को fight करने के लिए. और free होना इसलिए important है because it was very costly, not affordable to everyone, है ना. हर कोई अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकता है ना. Okay, as the emergence of HIV/AIDS in the early 1980s, the disease was considered as death sentence and was met with a lot of fear, stigma and all. So 1980s में आया था ना, तो लोग ये समझते थे कि if someone is affected with HIV or AIDS, the person is gone. There is no scope of survival and all. However, over a period of time, antiretroviral drug आए, जैसे zidovudine है, इस तरह की दवा होती है. So these are actually approved by US Food and Drugs Administration and all. Later on, other start medicine drugs मतलब medicine के sense में, है ना. other medicines started coming and all. So the things become comparatively better. So the evolution of free ART. Yes, the most important thing is free provide karna, because of course everyone cannot afford it. So recognizing this challenge in 2000, the UN General Assembly's Millennium Summit issued declaration to stop and reverse the spread of HIV. So United Nations also talked about it in 2000 that we have to stop and reverse the rising trend of HIV. The Global Fund to Fight AIDS, Tuberculosis, Malaria was created in 2002, which advocated universal access to HIV prevention, treatment, care and support services. In 2004, the number of PLHIV मतलब होता है person living with HIV, means the one who is affected with HIV, was estimated to be around 5.1 million, यानी 51 लाख के आसपास people were affected 2004 में, with a population prevalence of 0.4%. So these are the things they are talking about. Very few at that time were getting antiretroviral therapy. उस टाइम पर बहुत कम लोगों को एंटीरेट्रोवायरल थेरेपी मिलता था, है ना. सो द की बैरियर वाज एक्चुअली हाई कॉस्ट एंड अनअफोर्डेबिलिटी फॉर इंडिविजुअल्स. मैंने बताया ना कि एआरटी को फ्री करने का जो डिसीजन था, व्हिच वाज डन ऑन 1 अप्रैल 2004. Why it is the author is praising? Because free करना इसलिए important था because it was too costly and everyone could not afford it, and the geographical access, है ना. आप जानते हो in general also the generally when it talks about actually any sort of medicine generally बहुत costly आती है in general भी. In fact, the so-called cocktail therapy of heart, highly active antiretroviral therapy, a combination of 3 or more antiretroviral drugs had become available starting in 1996. तो heart जो होता है मतलब एक तरह का वही है, it's a sort of a solution, you can say therapy for AIDS. So वही प्रॉब्लम था कि इट स्टार्टेड कमिंग इन 1990s बट इट वाज वेरी कॉस्टली. आप समझो $10,000 बहुत ही कॉस्टली होता है. सो $1 इज ऑलमोस्ट अराउंड 80. आप ऐसे कैलकुलेट करना, उस टाइम पे तो कम था, $1.50 के अराउंड होगा आई गेस, ठीक है. बट स्टिल $10,000 वाज टू कॉस्टली, कैन नॉट बी अफोर्डेड बाय ऑल. So therefore the decision to make free ART for any adult living with HIV was a path breaking one. Yes. So ये बता रहे कि जब free ART provide करना, that was a very path breaking decision. From November 2006, the free ART was made available for children as well. In 2 decades of free ART initiative, the facilities offering ART have expanded from less than 10 to around 700 ART centers and all. Okay, so these are the things they are talking about. The ART expansion has expanded, so people are now, the more people are now getting access to ART because these are now free. And so these are the ideas about it. When do we observe World's AIDS Day? Because AIDS is being talked about. So 1st April, 1st December, 1st May, 1st August. What is the right answer? बताइए. वर्ल्ड एड्स डे कब ऑब्जर्व किया जाता है? Anyone? Yes, the right answer is B. 1st December is the right answer. Yes, Ranvijay Singh, B is the right answer. ठीक है. Since 1998, 1st December is observed as World AIDS Day. Yes, Alia Kausar, you all are right. So ART is not merely about starting a person living with HIV on treatment. It is equally important to keep the viral load down and all. तो और अब डिटेल में जा रहे हैं कि ये सभी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है, अब इतना डिटेल नहीं जाना, ठीक है ना. So they are going very much in detail. So as the end of 2023 of all PLHIV and estimated 82% knew their status. हाँ, अब देखो क्या है कि अगर 2023 के एंड तक बात करेंगे तो PLHIV, people living with HIV, उसमें 82% know their status that they are affected with HIV, and 72% have got the ART, antiretroviral therapy, and 68% have seen viral suppression. यानी जितने भी लोग अफेक्टेड उसमें से 82 लोगों को पता है कि दे आर अफेक्टेड, और जिनको पता है उसमें से 72% लोगों को थेरेपी मिली है, और जिनको थेरेपी मिली उसमें से 68% लोगों ने मतलब फायदा देखा है, दे हैव सीन. आइडियली दिस टारगेट इज कॉल्ड एज 90-90-90 टारगेट है कि 90% लोगों को पता होना चाहिए, those who are affected that they have HIV, and 90% should get the ART. 100 में से कम 90 लोगों को मिलना चाहिए, 90% should get the viral suppression. इसको 90-90-90 टारगेट कहते हैं यूनाइटेड नेशन का, ठीक है. लेकिन अगर आप देखो तो कितना है, 82, 72, 68 है. सो वी नीड टू स्लाइटली इंप्रूव दीज, है ना, 90 पहुंचाना तीनों को. ओके, यू गॉट इट, है ना. सो द एनुअल एड्स रिलेटेड मोर्टेलिटीज हैव डिक्लाइंड बाय 82%. तो ये देखें ना कि जो एड्स से जो मौत होती है, मोर्टेलिटीज मींस डेथ बिकॉज ऑफ एड्स हैव डिक्लाइंड बाय 82% अगेंस्ट द ग्लोबल एवरेज ऑफ 47%. सो दीज आर द थिंग्स सो दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट, ठीक है. पेशेंट सेंट्रिक अप्रोच, इट विल बी अनफेयर टू क्रेडिट फ्री ART अलोन फॉर द सक्सेस. फिर ये बता रहे कि सिर्फ फ्री ART की वजह से नहीं, बट देयर आर अदर रीजंस आल्सो फॉर व्हिच the AIDS mortalities have decreased. So the deaths due to AIDS or HIV has decreased. So these are the things है ना, like free diagnostic facility है ना, ताकि diagnostic भी तो हो कि if someone is affected or not. So for that there should be a test everywhere available, affordable है ना. Attention and prevention of parents to child transmission of HIV है ना. So ये सब चीजें भी important है to ensure this है ना. So these are the things the author is talking about. तो अब देखो ये CD4 cell count की बात बता रहे हैं. तो होता क्या है कि when CD4 cell count is less than 200 cell per mm cube, and then only in that case HIV person affected with HIV will be called as AIDS victim. Otherwise अगर इससे ज्यादा होता है, so that's not called as AIDS, but yes, it is an HIV affected person. So the thing is, पहले होता था कि the one who is having less than 200 cell per mm cube of CD4 cell, they will only have the eligibility to get free ART. But उसके बाद 350, 500, 550 वाले को भी increase कर दिया गया. So even if someone is having more than less than 500 cell per meter cube of CD4 cell, he or she will get the free ART and all. That's the idea ना. Okay, ठीक है. तो देखो CD4 सेल जो है ना, एक तरह का लिम्फोसाइट यानी वाइट ब्लड सेल होता है. एंड आई होप यू आर अवेयर है ना. CD4 सेल ये हेल्पर टी सेल कहते हैं. सो दिस इज एक्चुअली हेल्पफुल. तो वाइट ब्लड सेल का काम क्या होता है? इम्यून सिस्टम में है ना, to fight any external agent or pathogen attacking the body है ना. So अगर immune system weak हो जाएगा, so of course the other disease will easily attack the person. Okay, that's the idea. जैसे COVID-19 में भी आपने ये वर्ड सुना होगा, comorbidity. What is comorbidity? So when person was dying not because only of COVID-19 but because of other diseases as well. Why? Because what happens is COVID-19 was also damaging the immune system. So when the COVID-19 is damaging the immune system, the other diseases will attack very easily. The same thing happens in the case of AIDS also, or HIV. If someone is, God forbid, affected with these diseases, then of course the immune system becomes weaker and other diseases can also easily attack that person. That is what you should be knowing it. है ना? So the National AIDS Control Program Phase 5 calls for the attainment of, है ना. अब जो Phase 5 and National AIDS Control Program का, it talks about 95, 95, 95. Not 90, 90, 90, but it's better improved. है ना. So 95 means those who are affected with HIV, 95% should know their status. Out of that, 95% should get ART, and out of that, those who have got ART, viral suppression, 95% should get viral suppression. That is what the author is talking about by 2025. 2025 तक 95, 95, 95 का target achieve करना है. This is what the author is talking about. So if you are watching our class, go in the description box. यहाँ पे one-on-one counseling session है. So click on this link. You will get this Google form. Everyone should fill this Google form. You will get to know more about our courses. ठीक है? So ये form जरूर भर दीजिएगा. Okay, side में एक article है male factors misgiving. अब देखो, again this is actually a political article. I have told you generally I do not discuss political articles because these are not important from exam point of view. But एक चीज जैसे old Mandal politics. So because this is related with facts also, there was a Mandal commission, also known as Second Backward Class Commission, है ना. I hope you are aware of this. ठीक है, Second Backward Class Commission or Mandal Commission. So this actually talked about providing 27% OBC reservation, and this was implemented in 1991 के आसपास, 1990s, early 1990s. This was later challenged in the Supreme Court, and there is a very famous case called as Indra Sani case, है ना, also known as Mandal case. ठीक है. So after that, the politics associated with this is called as Mandal politics. मतलब OBC politics इसको कहेंगे. ठीक है. So that is what is being talked about. Let's move on further. The Finance Commission and the Public Finance in Kerala. अब देखो, I hope you are aware. Recently, the 16th Finance Commission has been set up. So this is what the author is talking about. Okay, and the author is saying that recently the Kerala government has filed a petition in Supreme Court against centre's decision on the net borrowing ceiling. Ceiling मतलब क्या होता है? Upper limit लगाना. Okay, so the center has actually put the upper limit and Kerala's net borrowing ceiling, that beyond it actually the Kerala government cannot take loans. So it has filed a petition in the Supreme Court against this. The Kerala government's argument is that it comes under state list and the central government cannot put the limit on that. However, the central government says that if actually if any state government keeps on taking too much loans, then what will happen? So if it keeps on taking too much loans, then what will happen is actually the credit rating of the country will go down. Okay, and that is why these are both arguments. So let's see what will happen. So in the Supreme Court. So अब they are talking about it in the post-COVID pandemic fiscal strategy. Fiscal deficit is advised as 3.5% and all. अब देखो इसमें इतना परसेंटेज डिटेल नहीं जाना है, बट कुछ चीजें आपको पता होनी चाहिए. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल दिस वन, अकॉर्डिंग टू फिस्कल रिस्पांसिबिलिटी इन बजटरी मैनेजमेंट एक्ट 2003, व्हाट इज द आइडियल फिस्कल डेफिसिट? FRBM एक्ट के हिसाब से 2003 के हिसाब से व्हाट शुड बी द आइडियल फिस्कल डेफिसिट? 3%, 5%, 7%, 1%. व्हाट इज द राइट आंसर? बताइए. एनीवन? सो आइडियल इट इज 3%. अब देखो इसमें होता क्या है, फिस्कल डेफिसिट मतलब क्या होता है? जैसे द लोन्स, द 3% ऑफ द टोटल जीडीपी है ना, द लोन्स दैट यू हैव टेकन. जैसे मान लीजिए आपका एक्सपेंडिचर है 100 रुपीज, 120 रुपीज, एंड योर रेवेन्यू इज 100 रुपीज. So it means ₹20 you must have taken as loan. यही तो फिस्कल डेफिसिट होता है. Now what happened was, तो ये बता ये रहे कि जब COVID-19 हुआ था, when there was COVID-19, what happened? The government's expenditure increased, है ना, हेल्थ में खास करके, and the revenue was very less. Why revenue was less? Because लॉकडाउन हो गया था. So जब लॉकडाउन हो जाएगा, so the business was not working. तो जब बिजनेस नहीं चलेगा तो टैक्स कहाँ से पे करेगा, है ना? So when there was lockdown, the businesses were not working, so they were not able to pay the taxes. So the government's revenue was less, the expenditure was high, so it will lead to increase in fiscal deficit. तो 3% से तो ऊपर चला ही जाएगा ना. So that is what they are talking about कि post COVID के बाद अब हमको, because during that time COVID time the fiscal deficit increased much, and now we have to reduce it, है ना, further. तो 3% पर लाना है. अभी I think 6-7% के आसपास होगा. अब चेक कर लेना अभी कितना है बजट वाले वीडियो में, you can watch it, ठीक है. But ideally it should be 3%. Okay, so that is what they are talking about. Who has become the chairperson of 16th Finance Commission? NK Singh, Raghuram Rajan, Arvind Banagaria, Ajay Narayan Jha. What is the right answer? Chairperson of 16th Finance Commission. क्या जवाब है? 15th Finance Commission के तो ये थे, है ना, NK Singh. And 16th Finance Commission के chairperson is Mr. Arvind Banagaria. So C is the right answer. Yes, Ranvijay Singh, you are right. Arvind Banagaria, he is a former Niti Aayog chairperson, vice chairman. So C is the right answer. ठीक है ना? तो अब ये बता रहे कि 15th फाइनेंस कमीशन का टैक्स ट्रांसफर फॉर्मूला इन्होंने बताया. देखो ये है, ठीक है, हॉरिजॉन्टल डेवल्यूशन, ये भी सब में मैंने बताया है. देखो एक्चुअली क्या होता है, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड. जैसे मान लो कि 15th फाइनेंस कमीशन ने 41% की बात कही थी ना. इफ द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट डिवॉल्व्स, जैसे सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने 100 रुपए टैक्स कलेक्ट किया, it should give 41%, that is ₹41 to the states. इसको तो हम कहेंगे वर्टिकल डेवल्यूशन, है ना, वर्टिकल डेवल्यूशन ऑफ टैक्सेस. नाउ द थिंग इज अभी 41 रुपया कैसे स्टेट में बटे, है ना, हाउ टू डिवाइड दोस 41 रुपीज अमंग द अदर स्टेट. सो दैट कैन बी डन थ्रू हॉरिजॉन्टल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. ओके, दैट इज व्हाट यू शुड बी नोइंग इट, है ना. सो इसमें कैसे, इसमें बताया गया जैसे कि पॉपुलेशन को क्राइटेरिया रखा जाए 15%, एरिया को 15%, फॉरेस्ट इनइक्वालिटी 10%, इनकम डिस्टेंस 45%, टैक्स एंड फिस्कल एफर्ट 2.5%, डेमोग्राफिक परफॉर्मेंस 12.5, कि हाउ इफेक्टिवली दे आर कंट्रोलिंग द पॉपुलेशन. दैट्स द आइडिया. सो ये सब बता रहे हैं, दैट वाज द क्राइटेरिया गिवन बाय 15th फाइनेंस कमीशन, है ना. द नेक्स्ट साइड में आर्टिकल है कंपाउंडिंग क्राइसिस, वाटर डेफिसिट वर्सन्स अदर एडवर्स इवेंट फॉर द पुअर एंड ऑल. अब देखो क्या है कंपाउंडिंग, मतलब इंक्रीजिंग, है ना. जैसे कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट क्या होता है ना, बहुत तेजी से बढ़ता है ना. सो कंपाउंडिंग क्राइसिस मींस इंक्रीजिंग क्राइसिस, एंड द इशू इज एक्चुअली ऑफ व्हाट, इन साउथ इंडिया इफ यू फाइंड देयर आर प्लेसेस वेयर देयर इज, यू विल सी वाटर शॉर्टेज. You must have heard in the Bangalore, you know, that or Bengaluru, that there's a water crisis and all, you know. Telangana also there are issues of water crisis. These are the things coming in the news. तो इसमें बहुत सारे रीजन बताया जा रहा है कि why the South India, है ना, तो there is only enough water to fill 23% of the holding capacity in South India. So सिर्फ 23% ही capacity solution हो सकता है. These are they are quoting the Central Water Commission data and all. ठीक है. Now, the thing is, the monsoon are influenced by various factors. El Nino events render them more erratic, even if isolating their influence and all. अब देखो एक चीज ये बता रहे हैं कि अगर एल नीनो जब होता है, जैसे दिस इज इंडिया है ना, दिस इज इंडियन ओशन, दिस इज पैसिफिक ओशन. So El Nino comes here in this region. ENSO we call it as El Nino Southern Oscillation. Southern Oscillation. So if El Nino comes in the southern Pacific region, what happens is the southwest monsoon India gets weak. Becomes weak. कमजोर हो जाता है. So in fact, अब आप बोलोगे सर पैसिफिक ओशन में कुछ हो रहा है और वो इंडियन ओशन में असर पड़ रहा है. Yes, that is how the geography works. So if something is happening in South Pacific, actually India is getting affected, which is thousands of kilometers away. But yes, so that is what you should be knowing it. So एक reason ये हो सकता है ना कि rainfall कम होगा, कमजोर होगा, है ना. If there is El Nino in Pacific Ocean, है ना, there is El Nino event in 2014-16 and और भी बहुत सारी चीजें, है ना. Then of course the global warming is happening, है ना. So a lot of other things are happening. Then the policies also, lack of effective policies is also one of the reason, and over extraction of groundwater, this over industrialization, over urbanization, unplanned urbanization. So these are also the reasons for water shortage and all. तो ये सब बता रहे हैं, these are the things they are talking about. ठीक है. Now opinion page में एक आर्टिकल है, workers not tech should be state's priority, है ना. अब इसमें ये बात हो रही है, देखो एक्चुअली क्या है, Mahatma MG Narega, you know, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Schemes, which provide 100 days of guaranteed employment, है ना, in rural areas. Okay, the manual worker, है ना. So for that, I mean, recently the government has decided to provide the salaries or actually through or the wage through Aadhaar based payment system and all. But the author is slightly critical of that. ठीक है कि because there are lot of issues as far as आधार बेस्ड पेमेंट सिस्टम इज कंसर्न. तो बहुत सारे इश्यूज भी अराइज होते हैं आधार पेमेंट की वजह से. Recently the government has decided to give 86,000 crores budget allocation to मनरेगा. Okay, so these are the things they are talking about. हाँ, तो अब ये से बता रहे हैं कि कितने नंबर्स डिलीट हो गए, वर्कर्स का डेटा एंड ऑल. So it means they are saying that no, this is not the correct idea. मतलब ये workers not technology priority नहीं होनी चाहिए, rather workers को priority होनी चाहिए. That is what they are saying. खैर, फिर तमिलनाडु accounts for 30% of India's electronic exports. तो ये थोड़ा सा पढ़ लीजिएगा, इसमें ज्यादा डिटेल नहीं जाना है. ठीक है. So इंडिया के एक्सपोर्ट्स में सबसे ज्यादा क्या होता है, इंजीनियरिंग गुड्स, पेट्रोलियम प्रोडक्ट्स, देन जेम्स एंड ज्वेलरीज. ये पता होना चाहिए ना, 3-4 इंपॉर्टेंट प्रोडक्ट्स, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक गुड्स, ड्रग्स, फार्मास्यूटिकल्स, इंजीनियरिंग गुड्स, पेट्रोलियम, जेम्स एंड ज्वेलरीज. दीज आर द एक्सपोर्ट्स इंडिया हैव, है ना. ये सब एक्सपोर्ट करती है इंडिया. ठीक है. अब जीआई टैग वाला जो क्वेश्चन है, इसमें फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन ये था कि फर्स्ट प्रोडक्ट ऑफ जीआई टैग, यू ऑलरेडी हैव आंसर्ड दिस क्वेश्चन. द राइट आंसर इज एक्चुअली दार्जिलिंग टी, है ना. ठीक है. देखो ये 12 पेज नंबर में आर्टिकल है, 60 ट्रेडिशनल प्रोडक्ट्स फ्रॉम अक्रॉस इंडिया ग्रांटेड जीआई टैग. सो प्लीज गो एंड रीड इट. ये वाली आर्टिकल पढ़िएगा, where they have talked about it, है ना. 6 from Assam, 6 traditional crafts, 13 other products from Assam. ठीक है. So these are the things they have got the GI tag recently. President Murmu confers Bharat Ratna on LK Advani. So I hope you are aware 5 people have got Bharat Ratna this year, and LK Advani actually because he is quite old, I think around 96 years old. So the president herself went to his house and gave this award. ठीक है. So that's what you should be knowing it. ठीक है. इनके बारे में थोड़ा जान लें. He is ex Deputy Prime Minister of India. Chaudhary Charan Singh is ex Prime Minister. PV Narasimha Rao is ex Prime Minister. MS Swaminathan is father of Green Revolution, है ना. And Karpuri Thakur is ex Chief Minister of Bihar. ठीक है. So these are the basic facts, you should be knowing it. ठीक है. So if you're watching our class, go in the description box. यहाँ पर link है one-on-one counseling session का. Click on this link. You will get this Google form. Everyone should fill this Google form. You will get to know more about our courses. And this is actually a MHCT open mock test from 12th to 21st April. Do attempt it. That would be very, very beneficial. So please subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, and download the BYJU'S exam prep app. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.